Mint Money Bets anniversary episode. We have reached double digits. That is 10.
Yep.
That's
Good
just
math.
that's just analytics. Shout out to everybody who's joined us on the way. We're going to the moon next. Shiba Inu to the moon, Doge to the moon. Jump on the bandwagon.
We're not financial advisors. Don't come after us. We're not crypto advisors.
Thank you. That is Law School Evan coming at you.
Yep.
Packed show for you guys today. It's a rivalry week show for those who live in the Mitten. Got a lot of fun stuff. If you're listening to this right now and you follow us on Twitter, I just abused Evan in the shotgun race. It happens.
Be crazy if we played series on that. And we did 40 ounces. Tall boys.
You'd probably spill half. You'd spill 20 ounces on the ground. Got him. Packed show. We'll get right into it. Cue the intro.
Rolling, holds it, turns to the legs. Oh my goodness! Are you kidding me?
This is
One for Thompson. The three. Won't go. Rebound box. Back out to Allen. His three-pointer. Tigers. Line of the goal. Kucherov gets clobbered by Harbaugh. The big games. A lot of big settings. There's nothing like
Today is Thursday, October 28th. And I'd just like to start the show with saying that I am the hottest gambler on planet Earth. That is a statistic. That is a fact.
We might be losing Cody to the NBA season. He might be dipping out of college. He might be dipping out of football early.
I mean,
the kid was itching with WNBA bets before the NBA started. We had to know that the heater was going to come.
I am 11-1 in NBA picks to start the year. 8-0 in player props. Haven't lost a player prop. I've been giving out a player prop a night. If you don't follow us on Twitter, at Mitten Money Bets.
Two nights ago. You gave a twofer on Tuesday.
Last night, gave a 2 nights ago. 2 for Tuesday. Both hit. I am a genius. I'm an NBA sharp. People are saying I'm just going to start doing this full time. Just gamble on the NBA. I'm going to move to Vegas. Just live at the casino. Live at Caesar Sportsbook.
How would we move our studio? I'm kidding. It's a microphone, dumbass.
Just uncalled for. I'm sure I will humble myself shortly. Something will happen. A bad beat of some sorts. But, right now I'm just going to enjoy the ride. You go to Cedar Point, what do you do?
Yourself.
You go on the dragster, you enjoy the ride. I just like to stay humble, man.
Have a slice of humble pie.
Yep. Thanksgiving's coming up. Have some pumpkin pie and some humble pie.
No ass. It's ass eating season.
That too. It's also another season. Nah, we won't say it.
Okay.
Hog hunting.
Oh.
So, awesome show for you guys today.
If you know, you know.
We're not really going to recap last week's picks. And you know why? You know why we aren't going to recap last week's picks? I mean, I did a lot of winning. That felt good.
I went even. Respectively.
Yep. Who cares? The reason why we aren't going to recap is because we didn't go 8-0 last week. If you don't talk about the losers, you're proven to win 50% of the time. You can either win or lose. If you don't talk about the losing, you don't.
We didn't do a recap last week.
You don't acknowledge
That's
losing.
crazy how that works.
You're proven to win 50% more. That's just analytics.
That is crazy.
That's just Moneyball right there. Billy Bean. We'll get into our college football picks. A contentious Ask the Mitten around a Mitten rivalry game. People are saying maybe the second biggest. Central Western's coming up next week.
Central Western on Wacky Wednesday
Yep.
is coming up. I'm here for it. Will I be at the game? No. Will I watch the game? Probably not.
Yep.
But I will see the final score.
Then we've got NFL picks.
Shout out Ryan Clary, the Western Dick Rider. I'm coming for your throat next week. Go Chippewas. Fire up, baby.
Oh, pause. Okay. And then after our NFL picks, we have a little Halloween treat for you guys called the Great Pumpkin Parlay. Shout out to Evan. He thought of that one for us.
Yep.
Sometimes Evan does use his brain. So, like I mentioned, recap. I went 6-2, 3-1 on both college and football. Both of the dogs of the week won. Dogs of the week are undefeated since I started barking. We'll get to that in our picks.
I cannot find a good week in college football. I have gone 1-3 or 2-2 consistently. My NFL picks are red hot. I am the NFL version of your NBA player props. I'm just going to leave it at that. I love NFL. College is really inconsistent, but I love it. Let's ride.
Yeah, let's ride that segue right into our college football picks this week. And I'm going to get us started with a game that I am absolutely disgusted in. And let me just preface this by saying I didn't love the college football board this week. But you know what? I'm not going to make excuses because you can't win money unless you place a bet. So I'm going to place my bets.
Okay.
And these are the 4 that I concocted this week.
Let's start with one. Go
a
for
disgusting SEC game.
Okay.
This is, I believe, SEC West, 6th and 7th ranked teams.
Bad
in that
teams.
division.
They are bad.
Very bad. Vanderbilt, Missouri.
Gross.
What side of the card are you on, Cody? Vanderbilt's one of the worst teams in FBS. Answer daily double. So is Missouri. Missouri's failed to cover in their last 10 games. 10 games. They're 0-7 against the spread this year.
That's bad.
That's a stat that I want to be on the right side of.
Okay.
2 years ago, Vanderbilt, 14-point dogs, and they won outright. Stand up Nashville.
Is this game in Missouri?
It is in Nashville, Vanderbilt.
Wow.
Stand up Nashville. Stand up Commodores. Stand up Skip Bayless. Noted alum. Vanderbilt, plus 16. Let's ride.
That's disgusting. That is gross. Anyways, I'm going to go to a better game here. Michigan and Michigan State. Ever heard of them? Little brother.
No.
Big brother. Yep. Michigan opened as a 4.5-point favorite.
Yep.
I didn't love that at all.
Okay.
Over under 50.5. Don't love that at all. You know what I do love?
You're going.
Actually, you know what I don't love? Technically, points. Michigan team total under 28.5. I love that. I want to spit in its mouth.
Ooh.
The last 13 meetings with these two teams, Michigan has gone under this total 11 times. 11.
Yep.
It is 11-2 in the last 13. Michigan has not faced a real pass rush, and Michigan State has a good D-line that has 3 or more sacks in every game except for the best team that they played against, which is Youngstown State.
Yep.
Tough. Just like Wisconsin, Michigan State's run defense is pretty good, wouldn't you say? They only give up 120 yards per game. What is Michigan's bread and butter? Running. Yep.
JJ
good
McCarthy.
Answer. I wish he'd play. Next year, he will slaughter Ohio State and Michigan State. Had me on record.
Animal takes exposed.
Yeah. You know who also had a good run defense? Wisconsin. 11. Michigan put up 38 points against them. Well, the Wisconsin also turned the ball over 3 times.
Yeah,
and their starting quarterback was injured.
Yeah.
Exactly. Cade is not the guy under pressure. Doesn't stretch the field. They depend on the run too much. They're one-dimensional. I don't like picking a team to cover here. And if I had to pick the total, I'd go under. But I love Michigan under 28 in a hostile environment.
I've got a little take there. I think if Ronnie Bell hadn't gotten injured, I think Cade
it'd probably
maybe
be better.
could
Yeah.
stretch the field because he has a legitimate deep threat.
Yeah.
But yeah, he doesn't. So
no. So
I didn't even see, you know what? Hand up. I didn't even see that line, but I love that.
I dig deep. Try to.
Okay. Well, you know what? Last week I rode the Irish just off of the anger that arose in me from the Bush Push game. So I'm going to keep riding the Irish. They're in must-win territory. They're 6-1. If they want any shot at the college football playoff, they probably don't have one. But if they want a shot, they have to win out.
Cincinnati is a better shot.
Well, after last week's performance, who knows if they win out.
They won.
Notre Dame's getting back to their identity. They're running the ball. Last week, Kyron Williams, RB1, rushed for 158 yards against USC. Ran all over them. UNC gives up 158 rushing yards a game. You put that together, Kyron Williams is going to go crazy.
Yeah.
It's a night game at South Bend. Ooh. UNC, all the hype was around Sam Howell this year. He doesn't have any weapons. He doesn't look like himself. They're not making Jack Cohn make the plays like they were early in the year when he struggled. They're getting back to that Notre Dame fighting Irish football at home. Night game, South Bend. Notre Dame, -3.5.
Can you give me a go Irishish?
Go Irishish.
Nice. Yep, nailed it. Oklahoma, first half, -9 against Texas Tech. Not going to say it twice. I will say it twice. Last year, Oklahoma put up 62 on them and outscored them 48-14 in the first half. Disgusting.
Any thoughts about Oklahoma's first half performance last week?
Yeah. I was going to get to that.
Okay.
Oklahoma last game didn't look great at all. 39-point favorite against Kansas, was down 10-0 at halftime. They then outscored them 35-13. Caleb Williams, that was the slowest start. Is he the truth? I think his name's in the running next year for Heisman. Don't quote me on that, please. Also, Texas Tech is in shambles. You know why? Well, one, because they're a bad team. Two, because their head coach got fired on Monday. They have an interim head coach right now. They'll probably play harder for him, because that's usually how it works.
Yeah.
But they gave up 70 points to Texas. They gave up 52 points to TCU. They gave up 25 last week unanswered to Kansas State when they were leading 24-10 at the half. And they lost that game. They are bad.
Patrick Mahomes is not walking through those doors.
No. I like this number, and I love the Sooners here. They're going to prove they're a top 4 team. I love it.
Are you trying to say Boomer Sooner?
Boomer, Hoover, whoever, Spooner, Cooner, Tuner. I don't care. Oklahoma, first half, -9. Let's ride.
He slipped something in there. We're just going to move past it. Lavelle Edwards Stadium.
Who?
Lavelle Edwards, legendary BYU head coach. Ever heard of him? Cougars.
Go Mormons. Oh, okay.
Cougars. That's Cody does a Cougar impression. This is a stadium under, and there's also some juicy details in this Virginia BYU game you might not know of.
I don't know any of them.
Bronco Mendenhall,
Yeah.
probably one of the coolest head coaching names in college football. He coached at BYU. He left in 2015 to go to Virginia. This is his first game returning to BYU. He's a little nervous. I think he's going to play a little soft. I think he's going to coach these guys a little soft. He doesn't want to beat up on BYU. BYU's favored. I don't know why.
Because they're Mormon.
Fair. They've God on their side.
Yeah,
The total of this game is at 63.5.
that's a lot.
Lavelle Edwards Stadium right now is averaging 48 points a game. I talk about stadium overs a lot. This is stadium under. 4 of Virginia's last 5 have gone under, and 9 of BYU's last 11. There's a lot of points.
Weird numbers there.
BYU's defense is not playing well, or offense. I like Virginia in this game. If you sprinkle maybe Virginia money line, but I love the under. 63.5 is too much. I don't think BYU is going to help out a lot with that total.
Crazy that BYU was just a top 15 team.
Yeah. Oh, how the mighty have fallen.
Oh, how the turntables.
Well, they did play.
They played
They played Baylor, and then I believe they lost to Boise State.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bad.
Yeah.
SEC country. We're taking good teams now. We're taking mediocre teams now. Ole Miss +3 at Auburn. You know what the stats say about this game? I'll tell you. All the stats say to take Auburn. You know what I say to that? I want to take that JT Daniels segment we had. I want to move that to Bo Nix. I want to have a fuck Bo Nix segment. Here it goes. Fuck you, Bo Nix.
I have one spin zone for Bo Nix there.
What? He's been there for 8 years?
No, they're playing at Auburn, correct?
Yes. Night game at Auburn.
Bo Nix at Auburn is like a different animal. He turns into Patrick Mahomes at Auburn. I don't understand.
You know what's crazy is that he still looks like a bitch to me.
Okay.
Matt Corral is going to corral Bo Nix into his bed
All right.
and do some weird things to him. Ole Miss +3. Remember what I said about Lane Kiffin's visor last week? Being the cleanest, whitest, and they were going to cover?
Yeah.
I saw a clip of that.
Okay.
Follow me here.
All right.
That visor looked whiter than the drugs that Charlie Sheen snorts. That was the whitest visor I have ever seen.
All right. That is definitely that's something.
Yeah. Corral threw for 185 yards. Only had 1 touchdown. They still put up 31.
It's kind of funny because I think Lane Kiffin knows his way around some powder. He likes to party.
Don't all the SEC coaches? What was that Ogeron just doing? What?
Oh,
What's
that
that look
Orgeron
like?
was doing it. All the SEC coaches?
You don't think Saban?
You think Kirby's smart? Have you seen his hair? Come
Kirby
on.
Smart might be an exception.
Yeah, Nick Saban's not doing
You don't
coke.
think Nick Saban's lining up
Nick
one?
Saban's addicted to oatmeal cream pies. He doesn't need coke. He's riding that. He's addicted to
What?
giving recruits fucking Hellcats.
Okay, there you go. Everybody has their vices. All right, back on topic here. Auburn's offense focuses on the rushing attack, and they average 200 yards per game. They're good at that. Okay, I get that. Ole Miss's defense, not great. Not going to sugarcoat that either. This is going to be a signature win for Kiffin. He wants this bad, and he wants to murder Brian Harsin. Do you know who that is? Auburn's head coach. He's bad.
Yeah.
Bo Nix, fuck you. You're bad. Matt Corral throws for 270, 3 touchdowns. Ole Miss covers +3. Give it to me. I love that line, too. If it was 2.5, I don't know. I love 3. I love it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was
an aggressive take.
That was definitely something. I know that. All right. Now, we're going to go to Cody's team of the year. It's Jake Haener season, baby.
The Bulldogs.
Yeah.
All right. Nailed it.
Fresno State, they're 1-point dogs at San Diego State. Now, Bill Eldry, if you're listening to this, just spoke with you this weekend about the 1 point. I'm going to take your advice and throw it away because I don't care about that 1 point. Fresno State is going to go into San Diego State, the house that Kawhi Leonard built. Jake Haener's going to throw all over the field. Fresno State's covered the spread in their last 6 games against ranked opponents.
Okay.
The spread's a point.
If
They can't cover a point because that would be a push.
they do push, I want you to publicly tweet Bill Eldred and say, I'm sorry. That's it. No context.
Deal.
I'm sorry.
However, they're either going to win or lose. They're going to lose by more than a point if they lose this game. Fresno's weakness is their passing defense. San Diego State, this is a crazy stat. They've thrown for 800 yards in 7 games.
It's not a lot of yards.
They're basically Army and Navy. It's kind of disgusting. They haven't played a QB like Jake Haener. San Diego State's entire brand is their defense. They're not playing good teams. They're playing Air Force. They're playing San Jose State. Jake Haener's thrown 22 passing touchdowns this year. He's going to let it fly. And San Diego State doesn't have the offense to keep up with them. Fresno State money line. Stand up Derek Carr. Stand up Devontae Adams. COVID list.
Damn.
Go Bulldogs.
Okay. Wow. I heard you say Army and Navy. I feel like we should put respect on Army's name. They
Sure.
did lose 70-56, which I thought was a college basketball score.
Okay.
But that was incredible that they can put up 56. That's it.
Yeah.
That just goes to show that the triple option is the hardest to defend because there is 3 options.
Really says something about our nation's defense budget that they gave up 70-something points.
Yeah, they spent $800 million and they
billion.
billion. Yeah,
That's with
B's.
a B.
Damn. And they gave up that many points?
That's how much money I'm going to steal from DraftKings this week. Billion.
All right. We'll wait on that ticket. You know how you gave a gross SEC pick?
Wow, you got another one?
No, I got a gross Pac-12 pick. This is disgusting.
Is it Oregon State?
No.
Oh.
It is Washington at Stanford. That is
When are
gross.
you going to learn about Stanford?
I'm staying away from the covers.
Okay.
I'm taking the under of 48.5.
Mm.
The total has gone under in 6 of Washington's last 7. And Stanford has gone under in 12 of the last 18 in October. Spooky season. Points are spooky to them. I don't know. Both teams are averaging 300 yards per game, scoring about 24 points a game. Both teams score 24. That's 48. Goes under. It would go to overtime, but yeah, still. Whatever. Washington has a better defense.
That's just,
But-
that is math.
Yeah,
Yup.
right. But both offenses are boring as hell, and they win games by possession time.
Okay.
A home game for Stanford. Do you know what that means? Nothing.
Stanford's going to ball out.
No, that means nothing. You know how many people are going to be there?
Pasadena, California.
I don't get. Did you watch that Oregon versus Stanford game?
Yeah, I
There
tuned
was
in.
like 12 people in the crowd.
No, I didn't fucking watch it. Who watched that game?
I fucking did because I had Oregon covering, dick.
That's disgusting.
Oh, my bad. Ooh.
When?
There was like 12 people at the game.
Okay.
This is a Washington versus Stanford game. There's going to be more people studying for exams than there will be in the stadium. Home field doesn't matter. Washington was down 13-0 in the first half of last game to a winless Arizona team. And Stanford is coming off of 2 straight conference losses. This might be the most boring Pac-12 game. And it's going to be one where you go to bed and you wake up and you say, wow, thanks, Mitten Money, for winning me money. The under hit. That's it. I don't want to talk about this game anymore or I'm going to puke in my mouth.
Yeah, I don't either. Can we please move on to the dog of the week?
Yeah.
I barked again, so that means it's going to win. And we did this just for a topical reason. One half of Mitten Money is going to be in East Lansing. I know people are talking about College Game Day is going to be in East Lansing. Fox Big Noon Kickoff is going to be in East Lansing. Barstool College Football Show. Hire Sport knowing Big Cat. They're going to be in East Lansing. Everybody's going to be in East Lansing. You know who else is going to be in East Lansing?
I'm not going to be in East Lansing. Go ahead.
Cody from Mitten Money Bet's going to be in East Lansing. I don't know. Maybe I'll start my own
Maybe
college
I'll run
football
into
show.
Josh.
Whoa,
I
people are
think
saying.
Maybe. He looks like he goes to
Shout out to
Michigan
Josh
State.
from Twitter. Making you a lot of money. You're welcome. Dog of the week is Michigan State.
Why?
They're 4.5-point dogs at home. Why? I don't know. Probably because Michigan's a national brand. They're trying to get the public to hammer Michigan. I understand what Vegas is doing. I am big braining you.
Woke Wilkins has entered the chat.
Here's a stat that you probably haven't heard.
Let's hear it.
Michigan, University of Michigan football, has lost 17 straight road games to AP top 15 teams. What's Michigan State?
They are an AP top 10 team.
Yep.
Wait, how many? What was it? They've lost
17 straight road games to AP top 15 teams.
Was Wisconsin not top 15? Were they 16?
No, they weren't.
No, they weren't ranked at all, were they?
No.
That's tough.
Yeah. Michigan State, all you got to do is stack the box. Make Cade beat you. He can't.
That's why they're going to put in JJ.
He can't. The only way I see this is if Blake Corum goes crazy.
Heisman candidate.
Or if they bring in JJ. I don't know, a little scared of JJ. Hearing a lot of JJ hype lately. Dogs at home. I think it helps Michigan. That's a noon game. I don't care. This is Michigan State's most dynamic offense in years. Mel Tucker. We're going to tweet out the meme. Insert it.
Oh, jeez. We've been holding on to this meme for a little bit.
Dude on the bed. Mel Tucker. We'll get to it here in our Ask the Mitten, but you know what? He's not focused. A lot of people are buzzing about this LSU job. Who cares? He's focused on Michigan this week. Hammer the dogs.
This is Cody's.
That's coming from an MSU.
Cody overpowered my dog of the week. Just know that. I don't hate this pick, but it wouldn't have been my number one.
Last time we picked him as the dog of the week, they won. That's all I'm going to say.
Miami stinks.
So now, off that note, let's get into Ask the Mitten. This question comes into basically, I don't know, this kid's running a dynasty on Ask the Mitten. Wyatt Cadmus. Sorry we went against your Falcons last week. We had to do it.
We were right. I'm not going to say sorry.
He said, Mel Tucker and Jim Harbaugh street fight. I'm going to set the stage for you there.
No weapons, right? Okay.
No cops, just fists.
All right.
How fast does Mel Tucker KO Jim? I will open the floor to you first.
That's kind of a closed-ended question. Can we change it to who would win in the fight?
Sure.
Okay. I want to start by saying Jim Harbaugh's a lover. I'm not going to sugarcoat that. Did you see that picture of him without a shirt on in practice? It was kind of hot. It wasn't. Stop making that face. It wasn't hot.
That was one of the most disgusting pictures I've ever seen.
I could see Mel Tucker going for a double leg takedown. Harbaugh's a lover, so he might just get him on the ground. Tucker will be on top, right? Mm-hmm. So he might try to hammer fist. Harbaugh catches it, right?
Okay.
Kisses him to death. Harbaugh wins by kiss knockout. Never heard of that, huh?
I died.
Harbaugh's a lover.
I wasn't expecting that.
You were not. Yep.
But I will go off the lover thing. I think Mel Tucker and Jim Harbaugh are actually friends.
No
because
way.
in a press conference this week, Jim Harbaugh mentioned, so Jim Harbaugh's brother-in-law is Tom Crean, former Indiana Hoosier basketball coach.
I fucking
now coaches
hate
at Georgia.
Tom Crean.
When Mel Tucker was at Georgia, Tom Crean was at Georgia. Tom Crean and Mel Tucker were neighbors. So for some reason they know each other. And he said in a press conference this week that he has nothing bad to say about Michigan State and that Mel Tucker's done a tremendous job.
What a bitch.
That could be him blowing smoke, but I definitely don't want my head coach pumping up a rival during rivalry week. I want my head coach to say, let's take him to the fucking deep waters. Let's bring back Paul Bunyan. And let's skull fuck Michigan this week, huh?
Well, that doesn't really answer, tell me how the fight's going
I'm going to get there.
Okay.
Jim Harbaugh, he has strong bones. I'll give him that. He loves milk.
Yeah.
He doesn't
So
eat,
we all.
He doesn't eat chicken, though. He said chicken is a nervous bird. That is a quote.
That's an interesting point.
You eat a lot of chicken.
I do. I eat a lot of, yeah, okay.
This dude is missing out on chicken tenders. He's missing out on chicken wings.
How much box do you think he eats?
Fried chicken. I don't think he eats any box. You just said he's going to kiss it. You just said he's going to kiss
He's
Mel
a
Tucker
lover.
to death.
That's why he eats box. All right, but go on.
I think Jim Harbaugh tried to fight dirty. Realistically, doesn't have a chance. Have you seen Mel Tucker? He's like 7 foot tall.
That's why I didn't want to get into
big,
yeah.
yoked. I think Harbaugh would have a chance, maybe wrestling, UFC style. Street fight though, Mel Tucker takes him in deep water, knocks him out 2 minutes. It's not even close.
Did Mel Tucker play college football?
Yeah, I believe so. At MSU.
No. Fact check? There's no way he played at
He was a
MSU.
DB at Wisconsin. That's what it was.
Oh, he's bitch made. He's eating.
Then he was a grad assistant at MSU
Yeah.
under Nick Saban.
Harbaugh's kissing him to death. Cheek, neck, lips. Knockout. Kisses.
This was Mitten Money Talks dudes kissing for Ask the Mitten. So thank you to Wyatt for getting Evan on that tangent. I'm gonna move past this and go into our NFL picks.
Yep, I'm ready.
I'm gonna open up with Thursday Night Football.
I'm a little excited now, I'll be honest. All right, go on. I'm ready.
Evan's opening up Grinder.
All right.
NFL picks. Zach Ertz, new member of the Arizona Cardinals. I don't know why his total is this low. He's at 29.5 receiving yards. He's gone over this in 5 of 7 games this year. In 6 of those games, his quarterback was Jalen Hurts.
I'm a Jalen Hurts fan.
I'm not. He's averaging 6.4 targets a game the last 5 games. He gets Kyler Murray at QB. They just traded for him. Max Williams, the other tight end, is out with an injury. He had 66 yards in his debut. I just think Thursday Night Football, he's going to carve the Packers. Zach Ertz looks like the Zach Ertz of the past, over 29.5 receiving yards.
Who's their other tight end that they have?
Max Williams, he's injured. That's
Okay.
why they traded for Zach Ertz last week.
Interesting.
In his debut, he didn't even know the playbook. He had 66 yards.
That's all right.
Playing on an undefeated, the best team in football statistically right now.
Statistically.
Have
yes.
not lost.
All right. My first pick. Rams minus 13 at the Texans. Davis Mills fucking stinks. I'm going to look you in the eyes and say that because you're a Davis Mills fan. What if I told you he was 23 of 32 last week? How many yards did he have?
Quick, before you bust this down, what if I told you that Tyrod Taylor came back from injury this week?
Did he?
Yep.
I'll still take it. Texans are dog shit defense.
I was superhero for Davis Mills right there.
Davis Mills had JT Daniels like stats. 23 of 32 with 135 yards.
Okay.
That's 6 yards a catch, not even.
Okay.
All right. Going off that, you might be able to get better efficiency off of Stephen Hawking at QB. Maybe.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, yeah. Texans are a dumpster fire. They're dog shit. I don't care with Tyrod Taylor or not. He's going to get another lung punctured by Aaron Donald. Quote me on it.
Oh, wow.
Texans have been outscored
Yeah,
that was aggressive. That is a fucked up situation that even happened.
This is edgy Evan today.
Yeah. Texans have been outscored by 106 points in their 7 games this year. That is a lot. They lost last game 31-5. They got a safety. I don't know how. Didn't watch it. Texans are 1-5 in the last 6 against the spread in the last NFC opponents.
Mm-hmm.
And the Rams have covered the last 4 head-to-head. The Rams' offense averages 400 yards per game and close to 30 points per game. And the Texans average 300 yards and not even 14 points. Not to mention their defenses are not even close. The comparisons, Donald will be eating Tyrod Taylor or Davis Mills sandwiches for lunch. Maybe Tyrod Taylor goes in and he's so bad that they put Davis Mills back in. I don't know. Rams minus 13 at the Texans seems free to me. I love Matt Stafford. I'd kiss him on the lips if I saw him. It's been a lot of kissing talk. Go to your next pick.
Yeah, I don't even know. Like, I think I need to find a new podcast host. There's a co-host. There's a lot of tension here. He keeps talking about kissing. I'm the only one in this podcast studio.
That's crazy.
This is getting weird.
That's crazy.
Let's go to another weird game. Seahawks Jags. Seahawks have covered 6 of their last 7 following a loss. You know, the 7th that they didn't cover was last game. They lost back-to-back. Or no, they covered, actually. I lied.
The Seahawks, that was free. It rained, by the way.
They get out of a tough schedule here. They had Rams, Steelers, Saints, 3 games in a row. You never know what you're going to get out of the Saints. They should have won that game. I think it's officially time to let Geno Smith cook.
I hate this Geno Smith bandwagon.
You're stuck in this situation till Week 10 when Russell Wilson can come back. You're at home. You got the 12th man. The Seahawks defense is playing well. They let Kamara cook them last week. The Jags don't have an Alvin Kamara. Jags are coming off a bye. Rest versus Russ. They last played in London. London, back to Jacksonville, back to all the way across the country to Seattle. That's a lot of time on a flight. Seahawks, favored by 3. I like them by, I don't think they're going to blow out the Jags, but I think Geno Smith
6.
has himself a game. Give me Seahawks by 6.
All right. I don't hate that. I think Urban Meyer's fingers are a little dirty. I think that, you know what I'm saying? I like that. I might
know
do
something about dirty fingers.
That's crazy. If you know, you know. Next pick, Bengals minus 9 at the Jets. Bengals are 4-1 against the spread in the last 5 road games, and the Jets are 1-6 against the spread in the last 7. What's that look for? I know Zach Wilson's not going to play.
But you know who is?
I have his name somewhere.
Mark White.
Yeah, Mark White.
You're not scared of that?
He was 20 of 32 last week with 200 yards, a touchdown, 2 picks against the Patriots. I don't care. I said that weird, yeah.
What fucking accent was that?
Let's start off by just saying that Joe Burrow is the real deal. Your Rookie of the Year pick, Jamar Chase, is unstoppable, and their defense is a top 10 caliber team.
Cash that ticket.
Last game, the Bengals dismantled the Ravens, 41-17. Burrow was 23 of 38, 416 yards, 3 TDs, and a pick. This is the largest the Bengals have been favored by in quite some time.
Mm-hmm.
With that being said, the Jets are bad, and their defense is plagued by injuries. I do not see Joe Burrow having a problem putting up points, and I do not think the Jets' offense can put up points with the Bengals. Ergo, Bengals minus 9. Simple. Don't overthink it.
Sure. Titans Colts. Why not? Tighten up, baby. Shout out Evan Cadmus. Huge Titans fan. They have the NFL MVP right now. And if you think it isn't Derrick Henry, you're wrong. Although I do have a Dak Prescott ticket out there. We'll get to that.
Okay.
Feed King Henry. Titans have won 8 of their last 9 versus division opponents. They've covered 5 of their last 6. This line opened at Titans minus 1. Early money pushed it to Titans plus 1.5. Where that came from, I don't know. I'm going to take Bill's advice just because it's 1.5 and not 1. That little half point does something for me. Titans defense is playing extremely well. They just gave up 3 points to Patrick Mahomes last week. And, the Colts, I believe they're 3-4. They have 3 wins. Guess what teams?
Not the Lions.
They're not good teams. Dolphins,
Jaguars?
Texans, and 49ers. Those 3 teams have a combined 4 wins.
49ers piss me off. I feel like they should be good, but they never are.
I don't know. Whoever their trainer is, they're just always injured. Titans are playing at a high level right now. At the Colts, I don't know if the roof's going to be open or not. That's up to Jim Irsay.
That's it. That's big.
That could have been what shifted the line, not the early money.
No.
But I like Titans plus 1.5. They're running through AFC teams right now.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't make any sense how they just...
They beat the Bills and Chiefs, and then they're underdogs at the Colts. I don't understand.
It's a Carson
That's probably
Wentz.
Vegas big braining me. I don't know.
Yeah. Steelers and Browns. Shout out Luke. Under 42.5. I hate points. I hate them a lot. Pitt has gone under in 4 of the last 6, and the under is 6-2 when Pitt is on the road at Cleveland. You know what the weather's going to be in Cleveland? Shitty Ohio. You know what it's going to be? I said this last week with the Monday night under. It's going to be mid-50s and rainy right now. Mayfield is doubtful, and the real deciding factor for me, even though I'm already locked in, like I'll feel good about this if Nick Chubb isn't playing, but if he is playing, I think that the Cleveland offense can establish something. But their tackle position, underrated position, is very weak, and what do the Steelers have? A good defense. The Browns last week ran the ball 33 times, just as many times as they threw it. What does running the ball do? Tick, 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 tick. Time's off the clock. Dearness Johnson also had 146 yards, so good for him. Both teams love holding the ball, and they have lengthy possessions. Juju Smith is also doubtful. I don't see a lot of touchdowns being scored here, and I think a kicker wins this game. Cue the Steelers song.
Here we go.
Yep. Dun, dun,
Steelers.
Here we go.
Steelers to the Super Bowl off Boswell's toe. Here we go.
Nailed it.
Breaking news real quick. Do a breaking news noise.
Breaking news.
So I'm just touching on this during the pod because it does involve the Houston Texans. They have just, as reported by NFL Network, they've shipped Mark Ingram to the New Orleans Saints. Why?
Oh, they're selling.
I don't know. However, this league, Brandon Cooks just tweeted, "This is bullshit."
Oh, fuck you,
He's the
Brandon
locker
Cooks.
room leader.
How
He's
about
losing
that?
one of his friends.
Oh, wow.
A lot of drama in Houston, as usual. What's new?
Call him Justin Timberlake is cry me a fucking river.
Yep, I'm just trying to help out your Rams pick. I think the Texans are an absolute fucking dumpster
I would
fire.
not be surprised if the line moves like a point and a half more now.
Probably. Now, we're going to go to Sunday Night Football.
Yep.
Cowboy Cody. Put my cowboy hat on.
Love it.
Future Super Bowl contenders.
Bold.
I believe that. America's team, this is Cody's team. I'm going to jump on
Cody
the
is
bandwagon
America.
right now. I got 2 things for you. Kirk Cousins in primetime, bad.
Yep.
Dak Prescott, good. It doesn't matter when. I don't think the Vikings can score with the Cowboys. I think if you lock down Justin Jefferson, you lock down the Vikings offense. And you know what? The Cowboys have a Justin Jefferson stopper, one of the best corners in the league. Who's that?
Let's hear it.
Trayvon Diggs, ever heard of him? He
He's
has a
pretty
pick
good.
in every game he's played in the NFL.
Decent.
That's pretty good.
That's all right.
This line's only 2.5. Cowboys are at least a field goal better than the Vikings. That's it.
Is it in Dallas?
At Minnesota.
Oh, I don't
But
care.
you know what? I don't care.
I don't care either.
Who cares?
Daddy Dak walks
Not
in,
me.
lays it down. See you, Kirk.
Daddy Dak. That's kind of hot.
I don't know. Title.
Sure.
Maybe. You know what Cody loves? Cody loves 2 things. Ass and Tom Brady. That's... Am I
I'm a
right?
bottom feeder.
What can I say? All right, Bucks. Team totals. Touchdown team total over 3. Do you know how many times they've gone over that?
Every game.
Every game except one.
New England.
Yep.
It was raining.
It was. Brady is a god amongst men.
Mm.
This year, the Bucks offense is averaging 33 points a game. That is at least 4 touchdowns. They average also over 400 yards of offense.
That's good math.
It is. Quick math. Quick teams. Saints defense, they're all right, I would say. They're not bad. They're only allowing 17 points a game, 370 yards a game. I don't care. Brady has too many weapons. I said this last week or 2 weeks ago when I gave the Brady completions over. He just has too many guys out there. Let's not overthink this. Just make it simple. I think if I place this bet, I might put like another house. Keep taking the houses that I'm betting and sometimes losing. Keep betting more on this. I love this. I love this. Not 3.5. It might be by this point.
Mm-hmm.
But Bucks team touchdowns over 3, easy. Don't overthink it. Thank you, Vegas. If that loses, then I don't know what's real.
Okay. Dog of the week. Ruff, 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 ruff.
Give me another one.
Ruff.
Thank you.
Steelers at the Browns. This is what the Steelers do. They're 3.5-point dogs. I know their offense doesn't look great. However, they're coming off a bye week. Browns are banged up at every position. Offensive line's banged up. Kareem Hunt's on IR. Baker Mayfield's questionable. That just screams chaos to me. Browns got the best of them in the playoffs. However, this is a regular season. Benny R. He comes out.
He's disgusting.
In Cleveland. It goes under. You win your pick, but the Steelers win. Give me 2017. They win.
Great year.
I don't know why the 3.5-point dogs. The Browns haven't looked impressive with all those injuries. Shout out to Luke. I love the Steelers.
We're going to get a big win off of Boswell's toe.
Here we go. Here we go into the great pumpkin parlay.
Yep. Spooky season, baby.
This was a brainchild of Evan.
Yep.
He said, you know what? Halloween's coming up.
Why
don't we just pick orange teams? Sure.
Make a parlay out of all orange teams.
Can't lose. This is a 16-leg parlay. Now, you know what, Bill? You're probably listening to this saying, "Oh, why do you guys do these parlays?" Because just in case they hit, I'm rich.
Yeah,
Duh.
Bill. If one of these wins, we both get to move out of our parents' house.
Yeah. You know why we do these parlays, Bill? Because this parlay just happens to have odds of plus 321,000.
That's a lot of odds.
Where are you going to get odds like that? Nowhere.
No, maybe a 16-leg parlay.
So just to preface this parlay,
okay,
it's 16 teams.
Yeah.
Every dog, I took them to cover the spread, and every favorite, I just took their money line.
Okay, they're all orange, though?
I picked every orange team in college and the NFL that plays this weekend.
Okay.
I'm going to read through them now. This is good radio. Miami Hurricanes +9.
Yep.
Texas +3. Illinois +1.5.
Ooh.
Bowling Green +13.5.
That's disgusting.
Virginia Tech +4.5. Florida, big game against Georgia, +14. Clemson moneyline. Syracuse moneyline. OK State moneyline. Oregon State moneyline. Virginia +3. Are you guys still with me? I am through college football.
Okay.
NFL picks. Bengals moneyline. Dolphins +13.5. Bears +4. Browns moneyline. Broncos moneyline.
All right. If the dog of the week loses, then your parlay is guaranteed to hit.
Yeah. So.
All right. I like that hedging. Yeah.
Yeah. Hedging's for gardeners.
Okay.
However, there's a strong chance this parlay goes 0 of 16, which I think would be funnier.
I just realized that every college team that wears orange is like almost dog shit.
Yeah.
There's not a single team that I like in that.
You never know what you're going to get from Texas.
Yeah, Texas is all right.
OK State's playing Kansas. They're like minus 9,000 favorites.
Kansas covered.
That's true.
Fucking last week, 39.5-point dog.
I'm just going to riddle off. You guys are probably trying to do the math. What's plus 321,000 odds? So I like round numbers in my DraftKings.
Okay.
I put $2.82 on this. I would win $9,057.31 off that.
What are you buying me when that hits? We're going to do this every time. I just want to have it on record.
I'll buy you a signed J.J. McCarthy jersey.
You think that's only going to be 9,000? What do you?
Well,
how are you going to get the other 15,000?
Well, once he starts next year, it's going to be worth like $100,000 probably. That's passive income.
All right. Yep. Have it. Yep. Putting it in my notes. Logging it. Signed JJ jersey.
Awesome.
Pumpkin parlay hits. Yep.
That's our show. To recap our boards for college, I've got Vanderbilt +16, Notre Dame -3.5, Fresno State money line, Virginia BYU under 63.5. Dog of the week is Michigan State. NFL, Zach Ertz over 29.5 receiving yards, Seahawks -3. Titans +1.5, Cowboys -2.5. NFL dog of the week is the Steelers.
One more bark. For safe measure. That was a good one.
Yep.
Okay. My college board is Michigan team total under 28.5. Oklahoma first half -9 versus Texas Tech. Ole Miss +3 at Auburn. Stanford and Washington under 48.5. The NFL picks are Rams -13 at the Texans, the Bengals -9 at the Jets, Steelers and Browns under 42.5, and the Bucs team total touchdowns over 3.
Love it.
That's a lot of win. That's a lot of winners. I might feel like you. I don't know.
Being a winner's great, man. I would highly recommend winning. It's awesome.
I mean, I feel like losing is just a mindset.
Losing for so long, it really just helps put you in perspective, and you just get better, though.
What's the rock, paper, scissors? What is it, 5 to 2? 6?
Yeah, after last week.
Huh. Maybe that's why I've been losing. All right,
Feels bad.
Here's where it turns around.
7-2.
Dude.
Oh, my gosh. I can't stop losing.
You've got the smile. I've got the brains. Let's make lots of money.